Hi, my name is Takara Henniger, and I'm the Director of Grants Admin and Operations for the Impact Team at the Minneapolis Foundation, as well as support for Phillips Family Foundation. Today, I am going to do look like a little short brief how-to for how to access the Northside Real Estate Developer Grant Opportunity. So I'm going to share my screen with you and kind of go over some basics for this application in particular. So for this application process, some of the high level things you'll want to remember with accessing the application is that the application can be found at minneapolisfoundation.org. Again, that is minneapolisfoundation.org. That is where the online application system is. I'm going to show you, however, how to get to the site that actually hosts the RFP, the announcement information, the guidelines as well. You will need to register yourself and your business in our online portal. Again, at minneapolisfoundation.org, you'll need to register yourself as well as your business, and it's a two-step process. We like to make sure that folks know that because what you'll do is you'll register yourself as an individual, and then you'll wait to receive an email and then reply with that email to get yourself connected to your organization. If your business is already in our system, you should be able to move forward quite quickly. And if you're setting up an account, it'll also give you instructions on how to set up a business. The other thing I'd like to point out is if you are a contractor, so there are folks who assist those who will be applying for this opportunity, assisting them to write the grant application. What I would say is please don't hesitate, and please do reach out to the grants admin team here at the foundation, and we'll go ahead and make sure that it's set up in our system correctly for you. So our contact information is right here, grants administration at grant support at minneapolisfoundation.org. Again, grants support, so grant support at minneapolisfoundation.org. And at the end of this, I'll put our contact information there for you again. So how to access the RFP and the grant opportunity. So what you'll want to do is actually go to phillipsfamilyminnesota.org. Again, that's phillipsfamilymn.org, phillipsfamilymn.org. And when you get to this front page, you'll want to go all the way down. You can go down a little bit, and then you'll see it, Northside Real Estate Development. Click on Learn More. And what it'll do is it'll pull up the information about the grant opportunity here for you. Some important details, such as applications are due on Wednesday, October 9th, 2024 at 1 p.m. So again, if you go to phillipsfamilymn.org and just go sort of down towards the end of the page, where it says real estate development and click on learn more, you'll be able to access the application. The other way you can do that is actually at the top here, these tabs. If you go to what we fund, click on what we fund and go down to economic development. And then if you click on Northside Real Estate Developer Initiative, you will be able to find information about this grant opportunity. So you've found out information about the grant opportunity, and now you are ready to apply. One thing I would say is please utilize these resources here, such as downloading the preview application. The preview application has all of the applications as they appear in the system. So if you want to begin to work on the application before you actually start submitting responses in the system, that is fine. What I will say though is because there is a two-step process and because we don't have 24-hour tech support, to make sure that you register early rather than later. Don't wait until the last day to register. Okay, so now you're ready to apply. You can click apply now. I'm going to show you two ways to get to the online application portal. So You can click that apply now, or you can visit the Minneapolis Foundation site. So if you go to the Minneapolis Foundation .org, again, that's minneapolisfoundation.org, and click log in. You can click log in. And what it'll do is take you to that same place that you saw me get to when I clicked apply now from the Phillips Family MN.org page. So one thing I want to point out is now you're ready to log in. When it's time to log in, there is this information here that tells you exactly how to register. New to our portals, what you'll want to do is click this link here, and then it'll give you the information you need to go ahead and get registered. If you already have login information, I'm going to show you what you do. So use your username, and I'm going to use mine and in real time show you how long it takes to get the code. We use something called two-factor authentication that is for security purposes. So it will take a second to receive a code and then put it here. One thing I would encourage you to do is to use a cell phone because it goes a lot quicker when you're utilizing a cell phone to receive your code. I am using my cell phone and I'm going to receive it by text message, asking me to send my verification code. Okay, and see how quickly that went. So I already have my code. It's fairly a quick process of receiving your code. Go ahead and enter in your code. Oops. Enter it in correctly. Okay, let's try that one more time. So I'm gonna go ahead. And one thing I want you to notice, so we saw that I got an error message, but one thing I want to note is actually I am already logged into the system. And I actually know I'm logged into the system. And this is a really important point to make because sometimes folks will continue to put in their username and password. But if you look here at the top, you can see it says log out. That means I am actually already in the system. And so my next step is actually going to be to go to the application portal. So click on application portal. And then as you'll see along the left here, the Northside real estate application is available. So you go ahead and click on Northside real estate application. Okay. And again, it reiterates or repeats the information that you saw on phillipsfamilymn.org's page around with the RFP information. It's going to reiterate that information, including that this application process closes on October 9th at 1 p.m. Okay, and then when you enter in, the important thing to know is that there is a pre-quiz to getting to the application. These two questions will help you understand if you are eligible to apply or not. So the Phillips Family Foundation is committed to supporting real estate developers that reflect the Northside community we serve, and we are especially committed to supporting Black real estate developers. And then I'll ask you, do you identify as a Black real estate developer? Click yes. And then it'll ask you, do you have site control of the property? And you will be asked to provide documentation. So really important, if you click yes here, you're going to be asked to complete your application and actually provide documentation. Okay, so start the application. Okay, and now you are at the application. So now you can go ahead and title your application. I would say this is the same title that you're going to keep throughout the duration and the title that will be submitted. You're unable to change the application name, so just keep that in mind. Go ahead and click start. Okay. Hopefully it won't take you that long. There's a little bit of a lag because I'm recording myself as I am doing it at the same time or showing you. So what you'll notice is now you're inside of the application that there are different sections to the application. You can go ahead and you can start a part of the application, any place that you want to start. The other thing I want to note is here at the bottom, you'll get to a place in the application where now you have to submit documentation. How you do that is you go across. So if I'm trying to submit my bio, I go across, I click on upload. And then I can go ahead and choose a file. The one thing I would encourage you to do is to consider when you are uploading a file that you PDF it. If you want the reviewer of the application to see it in the exact format that you desire, it's going to be best then that you PDF it. So again, I am going to encourage you, anything that you upload, please ensure it's PDF, and then that way it ensures it stays in the format that you desire it be in. Oh, okay. So again, you can go ahead, you can click on any section that you want to start in. All right. And so the other thing I want to show you is that you can click here if you want to preview the PDF. If you want to save a copy of the application as you go, or even when you get to the end, there is the opportunity to also do this and preview PDF. And what that'll allow you to do is to save the application so you can review it at another time. The other thing I want to show you is if you leave the system and want to come back in, so you've gone ahead, you've done the login, and now you're at the application portal. I would say when you're at the application portal, you'll see along the left here that there's a few options, and one of them is My Applications. If you leave the application and come back in to ensure that you don't continue to create duplications or duplicate applications, what you'll want to do is click My Application. And then what that will do is it'll take you to the application that you have already begun. And again, sometimes folks will go out the system and come back in and then continue to create new applications every time they come into the system. I don't want y'all to do that. I don't want you, it's a lot of time and I want you to start, continue the application that you've already started. So you can go ahead and click on My Applications. And then right under App ID, if I click on that, it will actually take me into the application that I have begun. So thank you so much for your time. If you have, and I'm going to stop sharing. So again, here we go. And now I'm back at the application I started. So I'm going to stop sharing. And what I want to make sure you have is the contact information for myself, as well as for the grants admin team, as well as for Maya Beecham. So if you have content questions, you want to know, is this a good fit? Should I apply? Is it in alignment with the purposes of the grant? Then what you'll want to do is contact Maya Beecham. And I'm going to put up her contact information here for us. See, Daisy. There you go. So Maya Beecham, Program Director, Economic Ecosystem with Phillips. And this is her contact information, mbeecham@phillipsfamilymn.org. If you have technical questions, you can reach out to myself, Takara Henniger. My contact information is here. You can also always reach out to the grants admin team at the Minneapolis Foundation, and that's grantsupport@minneapolisfoundation.org. And then again, this is if you need technical support or you're unable to get in the portal or you continue to receive error messages, you can go ahead and reach out to us. Again, this application is due on October 9th at 1 p.m. So start as soon as you can.